Peace, peace. What's poppin', YouTube? What's poppin'? Welcome back to A Place to Conversate. Back with your main man, your host, Jalil. Salute to the family. Today I'm asking the question, are masks, the face masks, is it become an issue where it's become politicized? Is a controversial issue nowadays? You're seeing a lot of videos going around on Instagram and YouTube, a lot of Karen videos. People feel that the issue is infringing on their First Amendment rights. So we're asking the question today. I'd like to know your position, where you stand. Hit us up in the comments. And we'll always remember to share, like, and subscribe. Today, joining me on the platform, giving their position, is going to be Brother Ali, Brother Droop, and we're having an additional guest, my man, Cousin E. He's going to give us his insight on how he feels about the issue right now.
I mean, if you think about it, man, this whole coronavirus, all of this going above and beyond what I think anybody was ready for in the first place. And it's only right that the whole issue with the mask follows with it. It's really a double-edged sword, honestly. It's simple. I mean, whatever you need to do to keep yourself safe during this time, I mean, just until we have some kind of assurance that, you know, there's a cure or something to combat this outside of the precautions you take, then it's just common sense to do whatever you can to keep yourself safe. That's self-preservation, first law of the land. So, you know, that is what it is. But as far as what people are turning it into, you know, the political side of it, or if you're wearing one, you're this. If you're not wearing one, you're that. I mean, it's kind of like with anything. If you allow people, you know, a soapbox to stand on when it comes to something, they will, or use it in a degree or a way, you know, they'll do that. In my personal opinion, for us, and when I say us, I think I want to distinguish that I'm talking about those of us who have to take extra precautions on top of the precautions everybody else got to take. The extra precautions we got to take when we're moving around in law enforcement or security or any kind of other establishment or arm of the establishment is involved. We got to take those extra precautions anyway and just be smarter than the situations, you know, we end up in, you know what I'm saying, or could end up in. And that's always. So, I mean, unfortunately, the young brother got killed over, you know, this whole mass situation. We just got to be smarter than that, man. We just got to become prepared and know what we're getting ourselves into before we get ourselves into it. They're going to turn it into whatever they're going to turn it into, and that's just how that's going to be. So, you know, the best thing we could do is keep ourselves safe and keep our minds wise.
Definitely. So, Brother Droop, what's good? It's on you, man. How you feel about it? Where you stand? What's your position? You with the mask? You think it's something that's become politicized, or you think just doing too much?
All the above, bro. There's no other way to describe it. It's like pandemonium, you know? So, I guess the chaos is the best controller of fear, or steer of fear. You know what I mean? So, beyond the optics, you know, it is 2020. I just take it that they're going way too far with it. Like I said, I agree with every example you gave as far as how that shit is, man. Especially with Cousin E, you know, his position is almost the same, like, because nobody should be getting killed over this shit, but you see people. I mean, what would you want everybody running around with masks for anyway? You know what I mean? In a civil society, you know what I'm saying? If there's not bodies on the ground, and you know, it's not deplorably filthy in society. You know what I'm saying? It's not. They trying to make it by pacifying the germaphobes and politicizing it. And it's just it's more the shit to argue about and be divisive about. You know what I'm saying? For all the people.
So let me jump in real quick, because I got some information where we're looking at the partisan, the Dems versus the Republicans. You got 76% of the Democrats who are pro-mask and who are anti-Trump versus 53% who are against wearing masks and they're pro-Trump. Not only that, you got on top of that the mixed messages that were given in the beginning of the pandemic, when at first they were telling us that we didn't need masks, that, you know, if you were pretty much healthy, you didn't need a mask. Not only that, remember, there was a shortage of PPE, personal protection equipment, and they were telling everybody to stop running out buying masks because the health workers needed it more. Remember this.
Yo, I was working during that time too, bro, with no mask all over the country.
But I'm saying, you remember that though? You remember that? Just want to make sure it ain't me. That was the message given. Then, boom.
And they were saying masks weren't that effective.
Exactly. It didn't make a difference whether you wore a mask or not. So then, fast forward, I think like around maybe April, somewhere like that. April going into May, then the message changed. But then you had Trump, who wasn't wearing masks. So a lot of people felt like, now you're infringing on my First Amendment rights. And ever since then, it's been chaos ever since. Politics. So now, I've seen just within the last month, Trump started wearing a mask in public, even though he still takes it off during his press conferences.
Sporadic.
But what's the deal now?
Big Ali, man, let me put it like this, man. When they first came out with this coronavirus, I was dragging my feet. I was very slow to take it seriously because I thought it was a big prank and a big joke. But the more that I read about it and the more that I watch news things and read the news on the computer, I've become more and more scared of this disease. You understand what I'm saying? And I take all precautions when I go out. I wear gloves. I wear a mask. I don't shake anybody's hand. And I wash my hands several times a day because I'm a paraplegic. I'm confined to a wheelchair. And I have several pre-existing conditions. I'm a diabetic. I have high blood pressure. And, you know, I've always said in my lifetime, a smart man can learn from his own mistakes, but a truly wise man can learn from the mistakes of others. And I look at people like Herman Cain, and who thought it was a joke, and, you know, want to be political about it, and now he's dead. You understand? And I bet you if he went back and had a second chance to do it over, he would have did things differently. So what I'm going to do is what I'm doing now, and taking my precautions when I go out, and make sure I'm careful about who comes to my house. And I'm trying to stay safe, trying to stay alive.
No
That's
doubt.
my perspective on it.
No doubt. That's crazy that you said that too, because the fact that Trump downplayed the importance of the virus and was giving up that message, he had all these big rallies, and they're saying that when he had that rally in Tulsa, that rally led to a big surge, and I think was a contributing factor to Herman Cain catching the coronavirus, because I think it was 9 days later they said he became ill. So that's crazy.
It takes a minute to really grab you once you get exposed to it. But the majority of people who test positive don't show any symptoms, you understand? So that's another thing. Are they spreading the disease even though they're not getting sick? I mean, you really can't take any type of chances right now. You got to protect yourself. I mean, you got to protect yourself because once you got it, it's too late. You can't turn back then.
So,
yeah, but this virus doesn't kill that lethally, man. The percentage is less than a 1%, less than 1%. It's a fraction of a percent.
I wouldn't want to try my luck though, because I'll probably be in that 1% with my luck. My luck doesn't run that.
How you know though, Ali? You didn't when I got sick back in January. I don't know if I came by your house, but I know when I was feeling better, you know, we frequented between the times. You know what I mean? You could have been exposed to something I was sick or whatever. You know, if it's meant to be and it's your time, it's your time, man.
So let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you this. Do you think that the mask is helping prevent the spread, or do you think that the message is still the same in the beginning, that it really doesn't matter?
Absolutely not. It's not protecting, or I mean, it's making everybody wear a surgical mask, protecting everybody from catching a cold. Anybody else's germs. Think about it, man. There's other ways to get, infected from somebody's germs, and it doesn't take a virologist or any special, especially educated person from the system to say that, how it is that the human body works when it comes to defending itself against viruses, bro.
True. Come on now. I remember when you was coming over, you was taking mad precautions too. You was wearing masks. You had all kind of hand sanitizer. That's because it's better to be safe than be sorry. You understand what I'm saying?
But
it may not work, but it makes me feel better.
Everywhere I was going, though, I was out there during the pandemic when no one was out on the roads, my guy. So where I was going, every state was different.
Ali just hit it right there on the head. Run that back for the people that are here. What'd you say, man?
I said it makes me feel better.
Psychological.
Yeah. Pacify.
It's psychological. Because now,
it makes me feel better.
I honestly, I'll be 100% and keep it a whole buck with you. I don't think it's effective at all. But I still wear it because it makes me feel better. Not only that, I feel like, I'm not a selfish type of motherfucker. So if I do get it, I don't want to be spreading it to another, you know what I mean? So yeah, I might be susceptible to it, but it might prevent me from, in case I'm, able to pass it on. So that might be the only benefit or the only positive. It might be, help with the spread of it. But as far as if someone is to try to like cough or, I think it's totally useless. I might be wrong, not a doctor, but again, it makes me feel better psychologically, and that's what it is. And we've been conditioned, as we normally are, to feed into psychological type shit when the government is giving it to us like that.
How do you feel about testing? You think everybody should get tested?
What was the question? Should everybody get tested?
Yeah, do you think everybody should be tested? I'm kind of skeptical about the test myself, but I don't know. How do you feel about it?
As long as it don't take them injecting me with nothing.
Yeah, they're gonna inject
I don't really care. I'm wary of the medical profession, in general, and how they do that. They always it's outside of the fact that it helps to heal and some of it is geared towards that healing people. It's a business, and we got to keep that in mind when entrusting them with our health and our lives.
Speak up, Phil. You going in and out.
Oh, my bad.
Oh, okay.
But it's a business, so whatever they, progress that business, they'll do, including, making us sick or not giving us what it is that we need to be healthy. If it's gonna make them more money, and we gotta think of that side of it as well. So, should we get tested? Yeah, as long as it don't, there's no risk in it. Yeah, I think it should be available for everybody just to be safe.
So it can know. Yeah, I think I might get tested too if I have the opportunity.
So, where you at though with the vaccine? Because that's about, you heard that I believe it's Moderna, and AstraZeneca have come up with the vaccine. So that's coming soon, and Trump's pushing for the kids to go back to school. But isn't it ironic that his kid ain't going back to school? Shit, I'll be like, yo, on the strength, my son go back to school when your son go back, motherfucker. Fuck that. You know what I mean? He telling everybody, oh yeah, open the schools back up. Open the schools back up. What?
The rich can pay for their kids to stay home and get taught at home, where black and poor people can't.
True that. But I mean, damn, the nerve, the audacity of you, motherfucker. You willing to put my kid at risk. You know what I'm saying? Schools gotta open, but you'll stay home? I'm like, nah, that ain't right. That ain't right at all. But yeah, they getting ready to hit us with the vaccine, man. You know what I mean? They getting ready. I don't know how they gonna do it, but they getting ready.
I know I'm not gonna be in the first wave of those that take it. I'm gonna take mine some years from now, because you always hear about they come out with some medication and a year or two later people popping up with cancer and this, that, and the third, and all kind of horrific side effects. I'll wait till several generations of people have taken it, then I'll take it.
What if you don't have a choice?
Well, I have a choice. You may not have a choice if your job says you have to take it to come back to work, but I don't have anything like that in my life. I got a choice. I can sit back and see how it affects everybody else and then take it. I don't want to be on the first wave of people who take it. Ain't gonna tell them what they gonna do to people.
Yeah, I'm dreading that bullshit too, man. I'm just waiting to see how they about to come at us. I'm waiting to see how they gonna come at us, though. You know what I mean? It's gonna be tied to some type of life activity that you can't go without. I know that for a fact. So we gonna see.
They're gonna try to make all kind of shit in society dependent on whether you've been vaccinated or not. I know that's gonna happen.
Exactly.
You can't
Travel.
do this if you ain't been vaccinated.
Travel definitely gonna be connected to traveling.
That's what they're gonna do.
It's definitely gonna be connected to traveling, like flying, any type. You know what I mean? You're gonna have to have papers to prove and shit. They might even now have it where you might have to even do it with going from state to state to make sure that people are coming to the state just have papers and things of that nature. You never know. But they get ready to It's bugged out because I was watching the basketball game last night and it was so weird looking at the game without fans and how they had it simulated with the fans virtually on screens who was able to watch the game. And I was saying, like, how did they have that set up so quick like that? It's like it's already done by design. You know what I mean? That's awful fast for y'all to be able to do that. I mean, not to say that they didn't have that type of, setup already, but it was just crazy. I was like, wow. It's like they preparing us or already had the layout for this already. So now it's just kind of gradually unfolding itself in front of our eyes. You understand? So, yeah. But, y'all, I'm going to give y'all the last word, man. Where you at with it? You know what I mean? You for mask, you pro mask, or you anti-mask? Where you at with it?
Where you at with it,
Personally, I'm with it. Like, I mean, to protect myself, like you said, it's not really foolproof or deterrent from, the coronavirus. But, I mean, I never personally been struck by lightning, so I'm not going to run outside with a metal pole in the middle of a thunderstorm. You know what I mean? I mean, whatever you could do to keep yourself, insulated and protected, man, do it. And if, wearing a little peach cloth over your face while you run in the gas station or the grocery store right quick is going to help keep you safe, then why not? It just, when it becomes ridiculous, it becomes ridiculous. But we got some time, and, self-preservation is the law of the land, like I said. So anything you can do to keep yourself safe, keep yourself whole, do that.
Drew.
You? To each his own, I guess. I'm more a rebel and more rebellious because I feel like the world didn't stop. For me, I had to work through all of this.
So you anti-mask or pro-mask, man?
Anti, bro.
Anti.
Man.
Anti-mask, man.
People able to walk up on each other with masks on. It doesn't. So
you one of them niggas that's up at Walmart wilding out because they won't let you in, man, to buy the baby some Pampers?
I don't even know how long it's been since I've been to Walmart, bro.
You get the gist, man. So how are you able to conduct business if you anti-mask, you gotta wear a mask to get up in places to do what you gotta do, right?
Yeah, and I wear it when it comes. I keep a raggedy ass mask on me. Nah, man. I'm just saying, like, the mask thing is concerned, and how I travel. You know, I'm not gonna be coming all over the country. You know what I mean? Trying to make my own rules. You just can't. You ain't gonna be able to live like that, man. Yeah, I understand compliance and tolerance. You know, these is parts of right that you gotta apply in situations that might not be comfortable, man. But it doesn't mean that I'm with it. You know what I mean? I'm not with all of that. I mean,
so in your heart, you anti. In your heart, you anti, but you doing what you got to do to do what you have to do in order to handle your business. But really, in your heart or hearts, you're really anti-mask.
True story.
Boom, there
True
you
story.
go, my nigga. Ali, you know what I mean?
I think I'm pro-mask. I mean, I was just in the store today. I was in the post office, rather, and I seen this lady come in without a mask, and I know I was looking at it kind of strange. And she got the message because everybody in there was on masks, and she was like, "Oh, let me go to my car and get my mask," because we was all staring at her like she ain't belong there. You know what I'm saying? And, I feel it's better safe to be sorry. Better to be safe than to be sorry. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna stick with my mask for the time being. Stay washing my hands, because I certainly wouldn't want to catch that disease.
Absolutely, absolutely. I'm gonna tell you like this. I don't know. I think that the coronavirus is real. I don't know. Are they skewing the numbers? Is it affecting everybody like that? But I am wearing my mask. Now, I don't necessarily know if it's helping me or not. But I know one thing. If I'm in any type of establishment and a motherfucker come in there coughing, trust me, I'm going to be on point. You know what I mean? I'm going to be on point. And if you ain't got no goddamn mask on, I'm going to be feeling some type of way. You know what I mean? So that's what it is. I'm telling you what it is right now. So don't be surprised if you see my tall, lanky ass up in CVS somewhere, you coming in with that bullshit. I might have to give you, that business. But yo, I'm gonna leave it right there, yo. Tell everybody, hit us up in the comments and let us know where you stand with this mask shit, man. If you with it, you anti, you pro, you know what I mean? You for mask or you against it, you know what I mean? Share, like, and subscribe. Stay with us, you know what I mean? We're gonna continue to hold you down. You know what I mean? Continue to hold us down. You know what I mean? Peace. Peace from the lab. One.
Peace.